We are back to Final Fantasy VI Advance. Sorry for the hold up on this, but I had something very important to take care of. The Requiem for War level in Resident Evil 6 was really starting to piss me off. I was really determined to pass that shit. Alright, let's get going. King Edgar, where are you headed, sir? I mean, sorry, why do I keep saying sir? Sire. To the cave and eastward to South Fargo. Well then, make your return, blah 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 blah. Okay, we're going inside the cave. Now get the hell out of the way. Get out of the way. Okay, I know I've said this multiple times, but I really need to work on my language. Cause sometimes I really do think that I curse just a little too much, but oh well. Okay, this spring here will restore you to full health. Make sure you use it. Now, I need to clear up some confusion. I said in the second part actually, that Final Fantasy 6 is better than 7. But that doesn't mean that I like it better than 7. I like Final Fantasy 7 a lot better than 6 for my own personal reasons. But I have to admit that 6 is the better game. In all honesty, this game, in my opinion, really only has one flaw. And that's the fact that, well, at first it did. It lacked a really super powerful optional boss. This game is just far too easy for its own good, especially when you got the Master Scroll and the Gadget Glove. As I said earlier, it's not hard to get your ass kicked to this game because there are a few monsters that do just some really despicable things. But for the most part, this is probably, let me see, for the most part, this is probably, I'd say maybe the easiest Final Fantasy game. The second one being 13-2 until you decide to fight Gilgamesh and Valfoda. Then it becomes a little hellish. Anyway, at the beginning of the game, Edgar is extremely overpowered. You'll probably spend most of these battles just spamming his tools. He can use them anytime he wants to. They usually attack the whole group, and they do a lot of damage in most cases. I usually just use Terra to heal, while Locke steals and while Edgar does all the work. That's how I play at the beginning of the game, anyway. And I'm gonna be a little controller tight doing both Final Fantasy 6 and 7 at the same time, because the buttons are slightly different since I'm playing on the GameCube version. And not only that, but the battles are a little slower in 6 than it is in 7, unfortunately. Okay, I don't want to fight too much because I don't want to gain too many levels before I get to my Easters. Wait a minute, I can't go down there. Okay. As I said earlier, guys, in this game you don't necessarily want to get too greedy with every treasure chest, because later on in the game, if you didn't get that treasure chest at the beginning of the game, you get later on in the game it'd be something better. In most cases, this really isn't an issue. I forgot exactly which one it is because I haven't played in a long time. So maybe you guys can give me a heads up on that before I accidentally pick it up and fuck up. But there I go again, cussing again. But there's a certain treasure chest early on in the game that if you don't get it early, it'll be a ribbon later on. I forgot exactly which one it is, so I'd appreciate it if you guys would give me a heads up on that. There's a chest in this room that'll be a thunder rod later on, but you can buy that in the town, and I really don't use that much, so something like that really isn't worth it, but, you know. I really love the battle music in this game. It's really awesome. See, Final Fantasy VI battle theme, it's a theme that you don't get tired of hearing. But for some reason, the battle theme in Final Fantasy VII, after you've heard it for about 20 times, you really don't want to hear it anymore. But this one is kind of catchy. I can listen to it all day and not get tired of hearing it. Die! Alright. I think I'm wasting a lot of time in this room. Let's just go to the next one if I can make it to the door without a random encounter. Once again, guys, the classic old school Final Fantasy games, the encounter rate is just ridiculously high, unfortunately. These are Edgar's weak attacks, but when he gets things like the crossbow and the chainsaw, it's gonna get Here's, here. You just start. Oh, I already got the crossbow. What the? I thought you had to buy that. Told you, it's been such a long time since I played this. Yeah, for the most part, I'm gonna be spamming that crossbow. All right, really nothing too difficult about that cave. Let's just get on. Ooh, I love the music in this game. The music in this game is just really catchy. I really love the music in Final Fantasy VI. Alright, this guy hits a little hard, unfortunately. Wait a minute, I couldn't steal. How the hell does steal work in this game? I mean, is it affected by the enemy's level or your level or what? I mean, because stealing in this game just sucks. I mean, it really sucks. I can't stand it. And this guy doesn't want to die. Come on, dude. Die, please. Thank you for dying. Okay, no point in using a tent because I'm getting ready to enter a town, I believe. Actually, I don't think this is the town we need to enter. But I thought there's something here that I could pick up. Oh, is there? Or maybe that's not too late on. I know you can like come in later on and get like Shadow on your team or something like that. I don't know. I'm sorry guys, but I'm really not the best reader in the world, unfortunately, as some of you know this by now. Anyway, we're gonna go here now. Mount Kolts. Okie dokie. More enemies to kill. And these goddamn elephants, actually, no. I'm confusing these elephants with the ones at the beginning of the game that always do Ice Storm over and over again. That's really annoying. Those fights are actually kind of hard because they spam the Ice Storm. Going. Okay, that hurts a little bit. Like I said, it is possible to get your ass handed to you in this game, so don't get too overconfident. But later on in the game, once you start getting just ridiculously powerful stuff, the game just far too easy for its own good. I guess one of the main reasons why people love this game so much is because there's so much variety. You got like what? How many characters in this game? What, 10? How many characters is there's a lot of characters in this game. And your actions like manipulate certain events in the game, which is something that Final Fantasy VII lacks and it should have had. As I said, guys, Final Fantasy VII has perhaps the most memorable tragedy in history of Final Fantasy games, and I really wish that there was a way to manipulate that certain event so that that shit didn't happen. There were lots of rumors spreading about how you can like prevent that from happening or how you can undo that from happening and stuff like that, but they've all been false. The only way to fix that is to get a Game Shark, unfortunately. Alright, we have a pinch attack. We need to get this this elephant out of here first. Fortunately, the crossbow will kill those guys, I think. Yeah, see, Edgar is extremely overpowered for the main game, and I have to admit. But post-game, well actually, post-game and late-game, I pretty much rarely use him, but for the early stages of the main game, he's just ridiculously overpowered with those tools. So don't worry, you are going to see me spam that a lot. So for those of you who've been following me since 2006, don't assume that I only use female characters. I use male characters too, but they gotta be really good. Well, not necessarily. For the most part, I really do only use females. It's just something I like to do because I love women. I'm such a pervert, but hey, that's just who I am. Anyway, let's get this right here. A tent. That's always a helpful thing. These elephant bird things again. Isn't that thing weak to fire? Because it is a mammoth after all. Die, you scumbags! As I said, the original Final Fantasy VI lacked a super powerful boss. There's two of them in the in this version, the Kaiser Dragon and Omega Weapon. They can indeed kick your ass in a couple of turns, but once you're like fully prepared, they're really not that difficult. I have a Dragon's Den video that I made about what 4 years ago. I went through the whole den using only 5 characters. Terra was solo. That was a pretty good challenge. Die, awesomeness. Now, another reason why you guys are gonna see me use Edward a lot is because, as I said earlier, this is one of those games where you don't necessarily want to overlevel all your characters too fast. Conveniently, you don't have to use. Where the hell am I going? Conveniently, unlike most Final Fantasy games, you are not locked to certain people all the time. Post game, you can pretty much use anybody you want to, and that's really helpful because I'm not gonna want to use my main team until I get certain Easters and stuff like that. So when they level up, I get the most out of them. So I can use people like Edward and Cypher and that big ogre white monkey thing, whatever the hell it's called. I can use characters who I don't normally use to sponge up experience points until I get like my best Easters and stuff like that. And this place is kind of complex. I really don't like it too much. Die, you scumbags. Okay, I think it's time I get the hell out of here now. I'm talking too much. Let's see. See, I'm going in circles. I have not played this game since a long time. To the point where I forgot where to go and what to do in some rooms. And by the way, guys, as I said, I do indeed read every comment you post, so just watch me say. Someone asked if I could change the dialogue to white, but I prefer green because Terra, you know, the green hair. I did modify it a little bit because I understood that it was kind of hard to see the wording, so it's kind of like a light green now. So I prefer green because, you know, Terra's hair. I don't know what it is about green hair women. I just love green hair. Just something about it. There's Terra, Rydia, and of course the ever so beautiful Hatsune Miku. And then there's Nail from Bleach. There's something about the green hair that I just love. I don't know why, but I just love green hair. I guess they gave that tint for a reason. Alright. Tails at level 8. See, I gained 2 levels there. I'm trying not to level up too much, at least until I get at least 1 Esper. The sooner you get an Esper, the better. Alright. Sure, a lot of bad guys in this place. Oh, I forgot. I forgot that quick that I'm not playing Pokemon right now. Unfortunately, status effects linger even after battles. Of course, that's a kind of like a traditional Final Fantasy thing, and it's extremely annoying. Status effects are probably what I hate the most in any Final Fantasy game because they're extremely annoying. They make certain things more difficult than they should be. Look at that. See, that's just annoying. Every time they attack me, I get poisoned. And I have to heal that shit because it's gonna keep draining hit points over a period of battle. But I forgot that quick that Rinimt has Poison Eye. And I guess they gave it to it for a reason. See, that's something that I rarely use. But I'm gonna start using it. Just die, please. Thank you. I can't believe I forgot that quick that I can actually heal poison without wasting my magic points. And like most Final Fantasy games, you can indeed use it outside of battle. It only costs 3 music points. Yeah, I can't believe I forgot that. I'm gonna waste my andos and stuff. Okay. Anyway, if memory serves me, we have a boss fight coming up. I'm tired of these poison things, man. I can't stand these assholes. Die. Die. Awesome. Alright. This playing this on the Nintendo GameCube Game Boy player is kind of laggy, unfortunately, because I don't know why, but it's laggy. It's kind of annoying, but I'll get used to it. This is the only way that I can bring you guys this LP in good quality, because once again, I don't do emulators. I mean, I use them, but I don't record with them because unfortunately, every time I try to record on an emulator, I get like a out of sync recording. It's really, really annoying. Alright, and there's our boss, my friend. He has some pretty powerful physical attacks. But I don't think this is anything that we can't handle. And why the hell do I not have... So I haven't played in a long time. Why isn't he in the back row when he's gonna do full power from the back row anyway? I mean, what? See, little stuff like that is things that you really shouldn't forget to do. It was taking too much physical damage, but he does the same damage from the back row with his tools, and that's the only thing I'm attacking with. So he needs to be in the back row if you're gonna be on the tool spam. Die, please. Thank you, and don't come back. Hate those bastards. Ugh. Anyway, let's get that poison out here again. No telling how many times I'm going to use this before I actually get to the boss. Continuing. What was that? Three steps. 3 freaking steps. I'm really gonna try my best to watch my language, guys, but I'm sorry. I mean, I am 30 years old after all, so I can't say what I want. Yes, sir. For those of you who don't know this, I'm 30 years old. I am 30 years old, and I say about 80% of my free time playing video games. If you don't like it, screw you. This is what I do. Anyway, kill these things again. I should have attacked the elephant, because it was gonna handle the small fries with the tools. Poison again. Ugh, this is just so annoying. Yeah, this is a difficult game, but there are a few annoying elements in it. You're gonna get hit by a lot of stats effects later on in the game. Just really, really annoying. Thank you. Alright. I can't even make it to the boss because I get a random encounter like every 5 steps. This is just ridiculous on how long it's taking me to get to the boss here. And I don't remember, but is there a no encounters in this game? It would be really helpful if there was. I don't think there is though. It would be nice if there was though. Wow, I actually made it to the boss. Awesomeness. There's a either back there that I missed somewhere, but I'll be okay. I don't think I need it right now. Sabin sent you, did he? Okay, this guy doesn't appear to be very friendly. Who the hell are you? Sabin, is he here? Well, you didn't want to sneak around us the whole way up here? And if I was, what are you gonna do about it? Well, it doesn't really matter who you are. I got no plans to surrender. What was the day we met? It'd be the last day of your lives. Now die! I forgot I can't actually attack the boss until I get these Ursa rings out of here. Yes, I said Ursa ring. Yes, I used the Pokemon reference. Okay, that's bad. That's gonna hurt. Well, not really, but it attacks the whole group is kind of annoying. Claw. You miss. Probably best to have Terra Cure while it was spams tools. High potion, that'll help. I might need it later on. Crossbow. Right. Your turn, pal. Does it have anything worthwhile stealing? Can't remember. Post. What? See, I told you, man. Most of the enemies only carry a potion. It's just so annoying. Come on. What's the matter? Ouch. Oh yeah, guys. There's a lot of enemies in this game who attack you like 3 and 4 times in one turn. That's kind of annoying, I have to admit. Auto crossbow. So yeah, Edward is streaming over. I mean, Edgar is streaming overpowered for the main game at the beginning. But I don't care. Okay, Luck is about to die down there. Let's fix that. Fire blaster. That's better. Enough of this. I'll send you all to hell and stuff like that. That's enough, Vargas, or whatever your name is. Ah, if it isn't Sabin. Why, Vargas? Why did you kill Master Duncan? How could you kill your own father? The fool snubbed me of his only son. He chose you as his successor. So basically, you killed him because you were jealous and stuff like that. Okay, I get it. You two were friends before you trained under the same master, but he chose Sabin as the better person, and that made you pissed off, and you killed him. Okay, I get it. I don't need to read all this. I get it. Now let's go. I get it. Anyway, this is here merely to teach you how to use Sabin's techniques, which is very similar to Zell and somebody else I forgot. You have to like input certain commands and stuff like that. Now, I forgot exactly how he learns them. Blitz. Shiku Hadouken! That's exactly what it is. But I think you have to do a certain one while hold back upon in order to end this fight. I think you have to do the little punch thing. This one, Raging Fist. Or 100 hand slap. Yes, I used 2 Street Fighter references in this game. Because that's basically what they are. You already learned that technique? If only you had been so consumed by pride. Yeah, I think you have to use that one in order to end the fight. I'm not quite sure how that works, but oh well. That punch thing is forward, back, forward, B, and the Shinku Hadouken is just like the Shinku Hadouken from Street Fighter. Yeah, okay. Brother. Brother, you're his twin brother? You don't look like twins to me. His brother, at first I thought you were one of Vargas' bears. I thought you were one of his bears. I always liked that part. You thought I was a bear? I guess I'll take that as a compliment. Anyway, Edgar, what are you doing here? You two do not look like twins. Went away to the mountains, to the returns hideout, no doubt. So the wheels are finally turning. I've been watching from a distance, hoping the world would come to senses. The way things are going, I was afraid Fraggle would end up just a puppet state and stuff like that. Once again, guys, sometimes, and by the way, it is 3 o'clock in the morning, so I woke up like 30 minutes ago. But sometimes my reading really sucks. I admit it. I'm not ashamed of it. You, Jonas Sabin? But of course, you're my twin brother. Why would I let you do this incredible long journey by yourself and stuff like that? Okay. Well then, let's get going, dudes, and dudettes. no party member join your team fanfare like Final Fantasy 4 had? Oh, that sucks. Okay. So now we have ourselves a monk, Sabin. Now Sabin is pretty damn strong too with those blitz moves. But I don't think the actual game tells you how to do it. Does it? Oh, yes it does. Okay. Yes it does. You see that? Aurora Cannon? Shinku Hadouken, like I said. Okay guys, before we end this episode, apparently there's a few things I forgot to do. Before going inside the cave, you were really supposed to go to South Figaro first and stock up on like accessories and new weapons and new armor, but I didn't do it. You can buy some pretty good stuff here for this point, which probably would have made some of those fights a lot easier than they should have been, but it's all good. And there's a few things I forgot to pick up inside the cave. I forgot to get the main gosh. As you would expect for those who play later games, this thing does indeed help you parry attacks more often. And I also forgot the Gigas glove or Gigas armor, whatever it's called. It increases your strength a little bit, and I'm gonna give it the Terror. Alright, we'll see you guys later. Take it easy.